he'll be forced to, because he's not going to do it willingly, because Derek's the one who revived him in the first place, him and his henchman Packer, so he has a debt to him now, and he's worried that Derek would kill him again if he betrayed him. Oh, very well, but don't I get a tour of this space station first? Maybe in time, if I feel like it. Right, off you pop. Blade shows Quinn to the Chameleon Dwarves plane, and he boards it, and the plane makes its way down to Earth and down to London. Quinn then takes a taxi to the IE headquarters, but as soon as he tries to make his way up to Vaughan's office, he gets gassed and knocked out, because Vaughan has seen him on the CCTV cameras. Quinn regains consciousness in Vaughan's office. Now, what could I do for you? Why are you just walking in to my premises unannounced? You have to schedule a meeting with me. I'm Malachi Quinn. I'm an Imperial officer for the Sith Empire. It's an empire that's in a galaxy far from here. What business do you have with me? The Faceless Ones. I'm serving them now. What? And, why am I supposed to believe that? Because he gave me a choice. Either I stay in the jail cell, or I serve him. Right. Sorry, who gave you a choice? Captain Blade? He's still alive. What? But I thought he died. Yes, he did, but he's been revived. Oh, this is just ridiculous. What do you think about this, Packer? Well, what's that got to do with us? Well, Captain Blade basically told me that you've got to serve him now, or you'll die. Don't threaten Mr. Vaughan like that. Packer, please. I'm not threatening him. It's my master who is threatening him. But he wouldn't come here in person. He would only come here in person if he had to kill you, if you refused. Interesting. Vaughan scratches his chin. We're in a bit of a dilemma here, Packer, aren't we? We're getting death threats from Derek, and we're getting death threats from Blade as well. Well, Blade seems to think that he has more chance of killing you than Derek. What, we're supposed to just take his word for it, are we? Well, I suppose we'll have to comply, but tell Blade we're keeping it a secret for as long as possible so Derek doesn't find out. Because if Derek ever finds out, then he'll be on a plane over to here quicker than you can say Mr. Browning. Well, it wasn't just me getting released from the jail cell while I'm serving Blade. It's also to get my head back at Derek, because he thwarted my plans to kill Lord Sugar. Oh, so you have a score to settle, do you, Quinn? Very well, but now that you're here, you may as well act as a second-in-command henchman to Packer here. No, I have to report back to Blade at once with your answer. Oh, very well, Packer, show him off the premises, will you? Yes, sir. Packer shows Quinn off the premises, and he takes a taxi back to Gatwick Airport, and he boards another Chameleon Dwarves flight that takes him back to the space station. Then he goes and meets Blade. Well, what was his answer? He says yes, providing you keep it a secret for as long as possible so that Derek doesn't find out. Well, of course I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put my servant's life in danger, am I? Otherwise there would be no use to be dead. Same goes for you, Quinn. Yes, well, quite obviously. How could you utilise my talents with me lying in a coffin? Because all Imperial officers deserve a satisfying, graceful and charming ceremony when they die in battle. Yes, except this is a battle of wills and wits and not a physical battle. In Derek's office, he gets a phone call. Hello, it's Joyce Temple Savage here. I wanted to inquire as to whether or not Oscorp would consider going into partnership with the Savannah Resort Hotels. No, piss off. That thing might have been okay for Savage, but it's not okay with me. And who are you, sir? I'm Derek Brannan, the founder of Oscorp. Good day, miss. Derek hangs up. About 30 seconds later, he gets yet another phone call. Hey, it's Joyce Temple Savage here again. Just wondering... Derek just hangs up. Derek is in his office contemplating what might have happened to Ronnie Corbett. Seeking answers, he goes down to the jail cells and asks Sigus, what happened to Ronnie? He got eaten by a dang old crocodile. What? Are you serious? There's crocodiles roaming the forest outside Oscorp. Well, there's one at least. Oh, God. Just tell the henchman about this. Needs a clean-up operation. Try to think how long crocodiles take to digest their victims. Oh well, at least there won't be no body for the police to find. Right, thanks for your help, Sickus. Hey, can't you let me out, dang fool? Derek just walks away back to his office. He presses a button underneath his desk to bring the henchman to him. Ah, henchman, I want you and the other henchmen to search the premises for crocodiles and put them down, please. Seriously? Yes, unless you want to be fired. Oh, okay, I'll do it at once, Mr. Browning. The henchman and his security guards go out and scour the forest for crocodiles. They put as many down as they can find, with sniper rifles that they took out of the Oscorp armory. Then they return to the Oscorp facility and inform Derek that the deed is done. Meanwhile, in the Oscorp labs, a white light flashes again, and George Muttershead, owner of Chester Zoo, emerges. He somehow manages to make his way up to Derek's office and he knocks on the door. Come in. George enters. Ah, hello, where am I then? Who the fuck are you? My name's George Muttershead. I've just arrived in this, well, it looks like some sort of futuristic facility. Don't know how we got here. Oh, it must have been one of those stupid experiments in the lab gone wrong. Hey, you won't be interested in setting up a zoo in these premises, would you? No! No more fucking partnerships and no more freaking animals being let loose! Did I mention partnerships? No, but I had some woman on the phone mentioning the partnership. Well, I've nothing to do with that woman, whoever she is. Now, good day to you, sir. Derek gets up from behind his desk and pushes George out of the door and bangs the door shut behind him. Then Derek reconsiders and he opens the door again. Just as George is walking away, he pulls him back. No, I can't allow you roaming free around this time period. You're from the past, aren't you? I can tell by your attire. Oh, this is the future then. I'm right in my assumption. Right, you're going to show me where you came from. I imagine it was downstairs in the lab. Yes, it appeared to be some sort of scientific laboratory, yes. George and Derek make their way down to the Oscorp labs. George shows Derek the machine that he came out of. Right, step back inside it. I'm going to try and find some of my scientists to press some buttons on this contraption to send you back to where you came from. I dare not touch any of the buttons because I don't know how it works. See if I can go and find my lead scientist, Dr. Connors, to sort this out. I'll be back in a moment and don't touch anything. Derek goes and searches for Dr. Connors and he leaves George alone in the lab on his own. George goes to catch what Derek said and he starts pressing random buttons on the machine and he accidentally sets the self-destruct sequence off. Oh shit. George just runs out of the lab trying to find Derek. The machine self-destructs, but luckily the explosion is only contained within the laboratory because George shut the door on his way out. George Muttershead can't find Derek, so he goes outside the Oscorp premises where Captain Blade is waiting with a chameleon to his play. Ah, hello. I don't believe we've been introduced. George Muttershead, founder of Chester Zoo. Yes. Would you care to board my plane? Yeah, if it takes me far away from here, I don't care where it takes me to. Alright, get on board. Blade and George get on the plane, and the plane flies to the Chameleon Tour's space station. Once there, Blade puts George in a state of hibernation, where he rests like a statue or model, not moving. Then Blade gets his new nurse to work on a doppelganger of George Muttershead. Once the doppelganger has been finished, he's identical to George in every way, shape or form, even the voice. Blade gives George orders to build a zoo outside the Oscorp premises. A whole building team have been replaced by faceless ones, aka chameleons, and they go with the doppelganger of George down to Earth in the same Chameleon Tours plane that left the Earth. Once down there, the doppelganger of George finds Derek outside the Oscorp premises. Ah, George, there you are! What the fuck are you doing? I told you not to touch anything in the lab. I didn't touch anything. Then why is the friggin' lab a mess because of the explosion? All of the walls are black in there. Lucky it was only contained within the laboratory and the explosion didn't spread further. Anyway, the explosion blew up the time machine. But you know that, don't you? Because you're the cause of the friggin' explosion. How dare you accuse me of this, Mr. Browning? You have no proof. Anyway, I'm building a zoo on your premises, whether you like it or not. You can't just do that. You don't have planning permission. and I haven't signed any contracts. I'm the founder of Oscorp, I'm the manager. We don't need you to sign any contracts, and we do have the planning permission. And we have I have a whole building team with me. The building team walk forwards. One of them has in his hand a fake and forged planning permission slip and a contract signed by somebody who looks official, when in reality it was actually signed by Blade. Derek looks at the contract and the slip. I don't know what I'm going to do about this, because it all seems to be in order, your credentials. Right men, start building the zoo right away. But we don't have the resources, sir. We don't even have any of the building materials or anything. We'll go and get some then from Wix or B&Q. Now, a bloke from the past wouldn't know about Wix or B&Q. You're not George, are you? You're an imposter. So what? You found out. What are you going to do about it? Tell everybody? And as if they'll believe you. I'm a very well respected person. My word is law. Well, now my word is law. Have a taste of your own medicine. See how people feel when you boss them about, when you order them about. How do you know how I operate? Because we are the faceless ones. We are the chameleons, and we have been spying on you and your company since it was first set up. We are the cause of one of your dodgy deals going wrong. Secret entity within the shadows, hiding, waiting for the right time to pounce. And now, our time has come to pounce. Joyce Temple Savage goes to the Solana reception. Matteo, we're having a bit of trouble getting the Solana to go into partnership with Oscorp, so I want you and Leslie to go over there to persuade them to reconsider. Oh, okay, Miss Temple Savage, I will do as you wish. Leslie approaches the reception. Leslie, I was just telling Matteo that I want you and him to go over to America to make Derek Brannan, the owner of Oscorp, reconsider about the Solana and Oscorp getting into partnership together. Okay, Miss Temple Savage. Me and Matty will make a good partnership together. We've had a good partnership for ages, Leslie. Yeah, but our relationship will improve with us being so close together on the plane. No, you're sitting far away from me on the plane. But we'll have to book tickets together, though. Yes, well, you two just stop arguing, because we don't want you to argue in front of Mr. Brannan, do we? Right, I'll be on my way now. Joyce walks away. She walks into Kenneth's hair salon. Kenneth, I want you and Liam to go over to America with Matteo and Leslie and persuade Derek Brannan that a Solana and Oscorp partnership will be mutually beneficial. I'm sorry, love, I would love to, but I ain't got time, I've got a salon to run there. Liam comes in. Liam, will you be so kind to go over to America with Matteo and Leslie to persuade Derek Brannan that Oscorp and the Solana going into a partnership will be mutually beneficial between both of us, both of our companies? I would love to, Miss Temple Savage, but I have to attend to other matters concerning the salon, and I have to assist Kenneth. I am the manageress. You will obey me. And do as I say. Joyce leaves the salon and walks out into the swimming pool area. Little does she know that all of her Solana staff have been replaced by faceless ones, aka chameleons. So, there are evil doppelgangers of Leslie, Matteo, Kenneth and Liam operating in the Solana, and they will be going over to Oscorp to assist the evil doppelganger of George and the building man. Suddenly, the TARDIS lands outside Gatwick Airport, and the Doctor and Jamie emerge. Oh, Doctor, what have you brought us back here for? You don't think I was just going to leave everything to chance, Jamie, do you? You've come some way into the future just to check if everything's still alright at Gatwick Airport. Just going to check if the chameleons haven't returned. The Doctor and Jamie go into the main reception of Gatwick Airport. Then they make their way to the hospital ward where the nurse was operating on the chameleons the last time they visited Gatwick Airport. And the Doctor and Jamie are appalled when they burst in and find Nurse Pinto tending to chameleons who are laid down. Oh my word, Jamie. I was right to come back and check. It's happening again. Oh fuck, Doctor. Joyce enters Blow and Go. Kenneth, I was wondering. Joyce suddenly sees the doubles of Kenneth and Liam tending to a faceless one, aka a chameleon, that is laid down, and she faints. Then the evil doubles of Liam and Kenneth bundle Joyce into a blow and go out of the sight of anyone and then lock the door behind them.
We must destroy the human race, Oscorp. We must destroy the world. Destroy the creatures, destroy the trees, destroy the land and destroy the seas, Oscorp. We must destroy the world.